Oh, Terry Bradshaw. Oh, Terry Bradshaw. Hey, you crying about Chuck Noll, your former coach who you won 4 Super Bowls with because he didn't respect you, he didn't think much of you, and he was ready to bench you, and you crying about that. I'm going to address that in a little bit. And Ben Roethlisberger was the better quarterback ever in Steelers history, even though I can't stand freaky deaky Roethlisberger and his ways. But that's another story, another day. And of course, he was upset that Tom Brady got the biggest contract with Fox Sports, talking about 10-year deal. And I said, you ain't Tom Brady. Or did you not watch that movie, The Temptations Otis? That Terry, they didn't come to see you. They don't want to see Sideshow Bob. They don't want to see your SpongeBob with your rag on your head toupee. Well, who you think you is? You be tripping, Terry Bradshaw. You really do. Them sushi done got the best of your head. Cannonball Room, whatever movie corny stuff that you did in which way, them I don't forgot what movies that you were in, but you took too many sacks and you done lost your natural mind. No, they're not going to give you top dollar. No, Chuck Noll knows that in a fair world, Joe Gilliam was the best quarterback the Steelers had back then. But he was a black quarterback, and that role and situation was not presented. But we know if all things being equal, you know you weren't that good like that, dude. And you sit up here crying and looking for sympathy, which you always do. Every time I see Terry Bradshaw, he's like, "Oh, woe is me. Nobody likes me." He's like, I don't know, looking for somebody to feel for him. You brought a lot of it on yourself. No, you're not one of the top quarterbacks ever. Every time there's discussions, your name never gets mentioned. For your 4 rings, which is great to have, no one sits there and looks at you like they do Patrick Mahomes, Joe Montana, and Tom Brady, let alone Peyton Manning or John Elway or even Dan Marino, who ain't got no ring, got a runner up, but he carry more weight than you, and Starbuck does too. See, I can name about 7 or 8 cats, and you can make a debate for Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. They carry more weight than you do. You're not seen as one of those guys. You're not. Roethlisberger got more juice than you, and he's not top 10. Steve Young probably got more juice than you. I'm just saying, I can name a gang load of cats before we get Johnny Unitas. I can get to a gang load before we get to you. But you were in the right place, right time. And here you was crying as usual. Woe is me. Why they don't like me. What I done wrong. How come, why. Listen, between your personality and your vibe, you got lucky. You got on the Fox Sports. You ain't the most articulate cat, but you got over. We just waiting for you to say the wrong thing and try to figure out how they still keep you. I mean, well, let's keep it a buck, man. Ain't nobody sweated no Terry Bradshaw like that. He just was never, and you've always got like something to say or something. You were like, couldn't wait to come at Patrick Mahomes saying, no way you going to three-peat. You can with all this stuff. And it's always been this, like some old buildup that you just has been festering and it just won't come out you and whatnot. You become a personality and you sold yourself, but you're not that dude. You're not that memorable in terms of what had happened. Chuck Noll didn't owe you nothing. The man got you the 4 rings. What you want? You want a sandwich? You want a cookie and some milk? I mean, come on, man, get over it. Sometimes coaches and players just didn't get along. They just didn't see eye to eye because he knew that, yes, you worked hard in what you did, but you weren't the best quarterback he could have possibly had. Ain't nobody sits around and go, oh, Bradshaw, you got those rings. But look at you play with the steel curtain. And you had Franco Harris, one of the greatest backs ever, Rocky Bleier, and a great offensive line, and Mike Webster, and all those. I can keep naming names. You got Hall of Famers left and right. Be thankful because you got privilege. Let's keep it 100. You weren't that great of a quarterback, you know. And now you get mad because Tom Brady getting more bag than you on Fox. Well, yes, Tom Brady's more accomplished, more noteworthy, and was a better quarterback than you. So you hate all you want. That's all Terry Bradshaw do, sit there and cry, crying as usual about his former coach and the fact that Tom and his Fox paycheck. Man, look, should be very thankful for what you got because you weren't that great. You were tough, but you weren't that great. Get over yourself, Terry Bradshaw. Please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for nothing. Share if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And let me tell you something. There's going to be a player that you see or entertainer that you see, and they going to be up on their soapbox. You got to let them know. I remember you when. You were not that cat. You weren't that person. You just was in the right place at the right time. In some cases, the right complexion. But you weren't all that. You should be very lucky and count your lucky stars and go on with your Forrest Gump ways. All right, I'm out.